Hey all, this is Urs, and welcome back. Welcome back to our peaceful lowlands attempt here on They Are Billions, day 59, giggity. Nah, didn't quite work, but it'll have to work for now. What's going on here? Well, friends, if you'll notice in the background, the sound is back. Yeah, it's about this time that Mama Urs and I realized that the sound was borked, so we promptly made some remedial fixes, and now you can hear the wonderful voice acting of the originals, guys. I really want to put a mill there when I really need money. I don't know if I really want to do that. I would probably do that there, yeah. But we're running out of mill space. Super crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that. It'll overlap with housing. It'll kill your economy. Oh, you did anyway. You'll get more space for mills. You might not get for housing. That's going to overlap with the bank. So maybe you shouldn't have done that. But that's okay. But as is readily apparent to everyone here, we are desperately shy on space. Not so bad. Oh, no, never mind. That's not going to overlap with housing at all. That was perfectly fine. We did good. We did very good. Good times. I hope you don't miss the music. I don't know if you want me to put the music back or something. But it would be weird because it would overlap with the game music at this point. That'd be strange. But hey, I hope you enjoyed it while it lasted. That's a nice way to fix a problem, don't you think? I thought it was. You're just like, it was horrible. I never want to hear it again. And that's fair. I have to give you that one. Yeah, go ahead and stick that house in there. Stick it where the sun don't shine, or where it shines too. That works too. You can go ahead and do that. That's fine. 3 and 3. It's free access. Not enough resources. Need more power. But anyway, the goal here, last I checked, were we clearing that city before? I think we cleared it last time already. Yeah, so now we're going to think about clearing. That's right. No, we did clear that one. We were busy clearing here, and then we said, hey, there must be another city to the west, nearly for certain, because that was way too much attention to be drawing down the other side of the map. So I think what we're doing here is seeing where our room for expansion lies.
Sorry, sir. I was cleaning my way.
Oh, God. I forgot about the original voice acting. It's been so long. Sir.
Any orders?
Sorry, sir.
So funny.
I swear I'm American.
Dreams.
I just love that voice actor, man. Just he's so like off color and bad. He's good. It's just what it is, effectively.
Yes, tell me what to
As you can see, the city is more or less drained of shit.
Party time.
Yeah, this place is more or less drained. So you're gonna have to get on it, like stat. I wonder. And I'm thinking now, just the future, like how good hordes of Thanatoses would be, because I feel like in iron poor situations, it might be pretty epic, especially with the melee attacks. Like the explosions will handle most of it, and then the melee will handle the rest. Kind of feel it might be a pretty good like mowing them down situation. I don't want to necessarily put them together with Lucifers. That might be suicidal, because I don't think they're immune to fire. But yeah, I'm just trying to get some ideas brewing, percolating in my head. Gonna have to try at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my beverage going, my throat well lubricated. Delectable. So we can keep getting that bonus dosh from this here run. Now I don't think we're gonna be able to stick. I don't think that one overlaps anymore, but you can go stick it back there if it makes you feel better. I find nickel every time I heard that. Anyway, I wouldn't have many nickels, but that being said, that reminds me of a good joke. Maybe I'll tell you when you're older. Yeah, it's probably, if I tell this joke, I will likely get flagged. Not because it's not funny, it's just, I don't know, someone somewhere is going to find it offensive. We live in very politically sensitive times, and YouTube's already... Did you know that every single one of my... I'm going to go on the side here. Did you know every single one of my XCOM 2 War of the Chosen episodes was flagged? I think mainly because I used the term WotC, and it sounds awful lot like something else. You know, something that enjoyed goose-stepping and murdering some folks a little while back. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't trust the... I mean, this episode's probably going to get flagged because I just said that. Actually, now I come to think of it. Well, there you go. The sacrifice I make for my viewers. So you understand. I suffer so you don't have to. Oy. Anyways, we're out of food now, so we can go ahead and do some more. But yeah, that's how sensitive the algorithm is. It's kind of... I mean, that's the only thing I could possibly think of it flagging in XCOM 2. Unless A is somehow now a suspect class that desires special protection of the Constitution or something, which I highly doubt. Yeah, that was a whole wonderfully clear argument that was clearly the intent of the language. But anyway, I digress. Constitutional law is boring for everyone. Anyway, except we actually kind of enjoyed it. Anyway, wow, I'm really talking to my ass today. It's fine because we're paused and we're trying to figure out where the hell to put down food. So I'm giving you some anecdotes, some insight into the mind of the Earth. And I know it's scary. I do apologize. I wish there was a cure. There is none. The doctors have been trying for years. They haven't gotten anywhere. So you're stuck with me. All right, get some money. Holla holla, get food. I say holla holla get doll, but holla holla get food sounds better because we're really hungry and dollars are okay. What? Food, however, is not. Okay, we're clearing the city with that crew right there, and the ladies are not here. Should I bring them back? I think with the 4 Titans, the Thanatos, and the snipers, they do quite well. And yeah, let me refocus on the dangerous units that particularly count. Ladies are gonna have a clear over here and see what's up. Yeah, we want to see because I think the goal is to expand to this big gap that we're making here. There's a lot of good space. There's some farmland up north. There's a lot of mineral room and, more importantly, room for mills. And those iron mines will be more than enough, I think, to cover our iron needs for the foreseeable future, or at least keep building up to that wonderful, if possible, 40 iron per turn tile. Please do not get these supplies or I'm going to cry. Hey, look, more banshees. Things are getting nastier.
Attention. Building completed.
You again.
Yeah, these are getting nastier. Yeah, we gotta make sure we can't push too far forward here. This is how you gotta be careful at the edge of the map. You push a little bit too close, suddenly things get a little messy. Suddenly, harpies are assaulting you, and bad things are gonna end. Ugh, scary stuff. More Titans queued up. Yeah, we definitely have the resources for it. Not the iron at the moment, but increasing our Titan count is gonna be, as per usual, in our opinion, our mutual Ursine opinion, pretty solid as a way to approach the end game. So we're going to keep stacking as many of those big sons of bitches as possible. And hopefully we'll be able to make good use of that. Yeah, put it in, man. We have ways through. We have ways through. We can totally get another house in there. I would do it. I would do it. Get those 2 in. Unless we're really paranoid about keeping open channels of movement, which is fair. Yeah, we can go a little more over there, too. There's an overlap in the corner for sure. So get some up there. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So go ahead and stick some houses in there. And this is what you got to do. You got to optimize, get as much of this as possible in. Yeah, we can totally get a house in there edgewise. Yeah, that won't block. Go ahead, do it. Yep, that might block with the Tezzy, but we're already blocking it anyways. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because we're going to be blocking it as it stands, but it's fine. More cottages in edgewise. Yep. As much as you can, man. And get some in there. Keep some movement free. Ah, the ballista blocks that one. We can get one right by the mill, can't we? No, we can't. Yeah, so there's really not much more housing we can put in here. It's really unfortunate we picked this area. More wide open area would have been a lot better. There's so much space here. Still a little bit to the west. I mean, it's not going to be double overlap. It'll be some overlap, at least the bank. Go ahead and make some use of that. And we are out of resources again, out of food, and nearly out of power as well.
What?
Not cheap, man. Housing ain't easy.
But be quick.
Oh, God. We got... Oh, no, get the iron. That makes sense. That was fine. I was like about to cringe and like realize we've been spamming Titans and our iron supplies are quite low. Thanatos is sitting in the back, not doing too much, but they will launch some rockets here for fun. Like I said, boom, boom. That was overkill. Rockets do take a while, but I'm loving it. Good day to you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Random reference now. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and clear this area and effectively try to expand into this, which would be hella awesome, as we would say in the common parlance. But that would be really good. It gives us another nice big district that keeps our housing away from the grubby little hands of the zombies, or big hands, depending. I'm not trying to make like a Trump joke with little hands, but like seriously, the zombie issue, it needs to be dealt with. I'm gonna build a great wall. You know, this game is very like just my brain goes to strange places, and sometimes Trump is the result. All right. Are we gonna get all this stuff? I guess we are. I suppose we can use it to finance the next Titan already, so yeah, it makes sense. An autograph. That's, I mean, the voice acting in this game doesn't bother me so much. It's just very unique. It's very unique. Definitely though, the closest thing I can say is the 2 foreign guys on Family Guy. I think that's what it reminds me of the most. Just close enough to almost sound American. Like that's basically what a lot of the voices are trying to go for here. Like the Thanatos, for example, is another great one. Like it's God, how do I express this in a way that doesn't sound horribly offensive to everyone? No, not really offensive so much, but like, how do I express this effectively? The Thanatos is one of those things where it's like, you know what he's going for, but he's milking it so hard that it almost doesn't sound like what he's going for, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost too much. It's like, so I heard you from the south, you know, like, he's like almost like way overdoing it. It's so good. I really got to figure out where these guys are from. That'd be hilarious if they're actually American. An American development studio. Oh, that'd be the icing on the cake. That'd be the ultimate irony, right? I can't tell the difference.
Yes, it's a wonderful day, don't you
Oh,
think?
that make me happy.
Yes. Let me
Yeah, I'm trying to do this one unit by one unit, primarily because I don't want to pick up the stuff that's on the ground. And it looks like we're dragging a lot of executives along. There's a Banshee coming in from the right there, trying to run over. She's going to get chopped up. And that is a... That looks like Lemmings. It doesn't look like They Are Billions. It looks like a Lemmings game screen capture. They're just walking into their death. What the hell are those people doing? Look at that. They're all just filing along. Oh, that's hilarious. It's like the conga line of death. I think we found like the death cult. They got their new Nikes and they drank the Kool-Aid. Now they're walking out to meet their zombie friends to join the spaceship going past Saturn. Or whatever I don't even remember. That was a weird thing. I remember hearing about that when I was like still in junior high. It was awfully weird. I just didn't understand it. I was like, why would people do... I didn't, like, it didn't even click. Hi. Look at you caped little bastards. Oh, boy. Spitters.
Good morning,
They say I'm taking a pounding. There's some nasty evil near the edges of the map. You gotta be careful. It only gets worse. Oh, I gotta see spitters. They just spitting. Spitter's gonna spit. Hate is gonna hate, 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 hate. Where are you going? Hey, man, I heard there's packages of, like, gold and iron and stone and wood down... No, wait, no, these are all... This is all steampunky, right? It should be like, "Oi, sir, I heard I was hungry, and I heard there was packets of wood and food underground." That's like the worst. Never mind. Pretend I never said that. That's like not even... I don't even know what that was. It's late. I need to keep drinking. All right, let's keep going. Seems to come up a lot in these things, but hey, you know, zombies. As the eternal question rises again, where are we putting the tests? And the answer is right in the backside. Alright, no, we'll... see, I got you with the double entente. Alright, but we are definitely going to expand here very rapidly to get the... Look at all the iron. Look at all the iron mines. God, it makes me hard.
Excuse me?
Yes, I said it makes me hard. You didn't hear me right? God damn, what's a man got to do to explain his needs? I don't know.
Who do you want me to punish?
Who do you want me to punish? I told you, man. I told you. I was talking about this before, and y'all didn't believe me. Who do you want me to punish? God, it's so good. I'm gonna love it. It's kind of got... I don't know, it's got Borat crossing Marbs here and there a little bit. It's just... I was like... Speaking as a native Pole myself, like, it's just such a funny accent. It's just like generic Slav. It's not even like Russian or Polish. Like, it's like, I think some kind of like southern Serbo-Croatian mix. I have no idea. It's a crazy Slavic accent too. It's not one of like the stereotypical ones you hear a lot. When the last time you heard an accurate like Serbian or Croatian accent? I can tell you I have not in a very long time. Well, okay, I was in Croatia recently, so I guess I have heard one, but the point being, yeah, that one ain't it.
Ready to burst some infected.
Yeah. It's just, it's so campy. It's delicious. It makes my heart numb, in a good way. You know, like those numbing peppers, Chinese numbing peppers. They're so good. My heart. All right. Anyway, let's get out this way.
So many times.
Gonna love it. Yes. All right. I missed the voices. Can you tell? Like, the music was cool, but I missed the voices so much. Oh my god. That's my favorite stereotype. Like, we got the voice actors. Beal, we got the voice actors. Really? Can they do American? You betcha, partner. And they went with it. It's just, oh. So freaking good. I love it. Okay. Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna stop now. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna sit back. What the hell are we even doing? I don't even know. I think we're going ahead. We're clearing this area and we're expanding. South. Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's just... This game lends itself to a lot of introspection when you're reviewing it post-haste. Because right now we're not doing anything wrong, per se.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
What? got spit on, didn't we? Yep. Whenever you hear that, just be like, yep, another spitter. That's basically what your indicator is. We got a lot of Titans now. I like this. It's 8 or so we're up to. Real good.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Tell me your darkest schmutz.
Let's put this awesome body to use.
At your service.
Alright. Have we ever seen Rejected? Like a Don Hertzfeld animation? Is that like way before everyone's time? It could well be.
Attention.
But it looks like there's zombies over there. We have workers running in fear.
Trying to break through.
Need to kill something, yeah. Otherwise I don't get visa. I don't get visa extension for work.
Okay?
Oh, Christ.
Come on.
Oh, that's funny. God, I miss this so much. I hope it's making your day, because the voice acting is worth its weight in gold. I said I was going to stop talking about it, but it's so good. Alright, anyway. Are we researching stuff? Are we kicking out more Titans? Yes, very good. So we should go ahead and probably stack up some more. Yeah, that's what we need to be doing. That's exactly what we need to be doing. Stacking up massive amounts of dosh for this. We need lots and lots of income to supply the military about to do. There's going to be a lot more infrastructure in a second. We're out of food again because we upgraded a lot of those stone houses. We need to go ahead and make sure that area is secure before we start dropping too much there, though. Ladies, I think, will do that, and those 2 Titans might be able to help out. But I think what we're going to do is expand basically to the trees, using the trees and natural border. That's exactly what we're doing. Very good. That's exactly what we should be doing. And when you are this late in the game and you have a military of this size, just a rapid expansion is the name of the game. You just want to get out here, get your lands, and call it settled. The Bliss is going to help out there. Titans are going to help out there, and we're pretty aggressively, yeah, we're covering all these areas. So these are not as crazy as expansions as you might think it is. The wolves are under attack. Oh, God. I got their attention. Yeah, the one thing I'm not too keen on about Thanatos is they're not good in melee, like, at all.
Good morning, sir.
They say they're melee units, which is hilarious, but they're really kind of awful at melee. They just get chewed on pretty hard, especially if there's a giant horde. They just don't do what they need to do. It's rather hilarious.
Death, lovely death.
Lovely death. We're about to walk through all these supplies, but it's okay, we were not maxed out on anything. Right now we're not maxed out on anything, actually. As the infections continue. We need to keep expanding, broskies. What are you doing? Shoot that guy. Good lord. Yes, the commanding on this map is a little wonky, and that Tesla's disabled because we don't have Tesla chains from everything. Oh, that place got messy. Who is that? Is that a Titan? That is a Titan that got owned that hard. Good lord, that's scary. Do yourself a favor and don't lose Titans. It's really awful. Ladies? Ladies.
Who do you want me to
Not this snipers. We're going to get way too much gold than we're used to. Ladies should be running and handling this quickly. Should not be doing that. They're going to walk through all the supplies, and it's going to be awful. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, you're going to do that.
Morning,
oh, boy. That's not good.
Hello.
That's really not good. Queue up another Titan or something, bro, because you're going to lose money. That's not good. I really don't like that.
Excuse me? Hello.
Hello.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, we picked up all the gold. Oh my god, we luckily missed that last gold, so we didn't actually waste anything. Except wood, which is fine. God, there's so many spitters. Whew, I forgot that this was so hairy to clear. They really don't want to give you this expansion. You'll see that a lot, actually. That feeling of just like, God, as soon as you want to push out somewhere, they just go absolutely ham on you.
Jolly good.
Jolly good. So one Titan is watching this for now. I'm the loneliest one here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and try to clear this off because we're already sniffing the next wave. We don't really want to, it's not we're like near right now, but are we actually going to do it like that? Yeah, I think we have to. Or we're just going to make a wall. Build a great wall? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can put down the walls and keep the zombies, aliens, illegals out of your country. Okay, good. Do it. Get me a Tessie. Get me a Tessie. Get me a Tessie. Hey, 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 hey. Gonna keep this area locked down with that. How are we doing down south? More or less getting handled. We need someone to constantly watch the west, though. That should be ladies, probably not snipers. Yeah, we gotta see where we're actually gonna file down to. My guess is we're gonna try to grab the oil as well, because that's more resources in a big way. Yeah, we're gonna lock this down. Shooty boop, shooty boop, Shoop, boop, boop, boop. Come on. Roll it down. You can do it. There you go. I knew you had it in you. Get it in there. And we got ourselves a ballister. Get it down as far as you can. There, guys. Perfect. Perfectamente. You can put it down. Okay, very good. Good lord. The decision-making process. At this point, we're expanding so hard that Mama Urs and I are most definitely paranoid. So, as you can tell, all the decisions are taking just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer.
My machine is ready.
But the billions, they continue.
A great machine for a great man. Indeed.
I think probably the only accent that's relatively believable to me is the Titan accent, even though it's like generic English, but it actually sounds pretty
What can I
good.
do for you, sir?
I always like that one. It's you know, cheesy, of course. That's the intent. The game is very campy-esque for obvious reasons. It is steampunk, and whether you think that's a cool aesthetic or not, you have to admit that steampunk does come with a little bit of its own kind of camp vibe, in my opinion. I think it's charming as hell, but it does have a little bit of that. So Titans obviously toe that line pretty hard. Here, we'll be able to lock this down pretty quick now. That side will be locked down. Then we can actually go ahead and start spamming stuff. Then we can start thinking about locking this area down. Looks like this is going to close off pretty quick before the next horde, which is all pretty good. We do want to get this iron production up stat. We're like, ooh, natural border, lake. And again, ladies are going here.
Here we go.
Scouting around to make sure we can build where we want to build. All this kind of intel is good for us, and we're using our troops in the way they are intended to be used. Those zombies are just like, fuck it, I ain't going after anybody. Look, ladies are running past them. It's like, no. Did this in the 50s. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky, I think, to do correctly. We're going to go down to the lake. We're going to use that as a natural border and kind of kick over from the oil. I think we may. It makes sense, I think. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. And that's totally aligned on that. That makes a lot of sense. In dollars. Put it right there. Yep, we're going to double up in front. And I put down a Tassie. And once those ballistas come online too, it'll help the whole defense system come online faster.
What do you want?
And we're going to go ahead and defend that with the ladies until stuff gets fuzzy. The snipers and Titans can go ahead and clear toward the edge of the map a little more to make sure we don't have any nasty surprises waiting for us. Thanatos as well. So yeah, I mean, my verdict on Thanatos is still not, I think, I'm not totally sold on the unit yet, especially for something defined as a melee unit. It has an awful lot of trouble in melee. I think you kind of just need a pile of them. I think I don't build them in enough quantity to get my money's worth per se, but I can see like 10 to 20 of these guys running around the map, probably doing some pretty good work. You know, blowing up the initial salvo with rockets and then punching the rest. It could be a good way to go. I don't know. I have to test that unit a little more. I still am not totally sold on it. It looks cool. I like it. I like the explosions, obviously. I mean, hell, if you watch any of my XCOM 2 series or XCOM series, you know I'm a big fan of explosives. Explosive. The only thing worse of having too much explosives is not having enough explosives, so I tend to err on the side of caution in that respect. We need to get more mills now. We're out of power, friends. We have 177 spare workers, which is nice. That's kind of what you'll start seeing toward endgame. You start increasing your eco. We're almost up to 2 grand a turn, which is more or less your kind of endgame goal. And I say that with a grain of salt because I tend to use the Titan a turn as a rule of thumb, because that's basically like a rich man's army, in my opinion, and still very, very effective. But they are quite funds intensive. So the way I kind of see it is that 2,000 per turn is kind of what you're aiming for, and also what you'll need to maintain. Because obviously, as you build more and more units, you will have more and more strain on your economy to actually keep this up. And there is a little more than we decided to chew on, so we're going to step back a little bit, deal with these executives in the way in which they become accustomed. And that, my friends, is what happens when you pull an endgame back of the map pack, and people is gonna die here. See how many harpies? That's about 10.
How many pieces?
Probably gonna lose a sniper. Oh god, there's 4 more there. Yeah, we're getting crushed here. God, this is an ugly one. This is a pretty ugly one. We're gonna get annihilated here. We're getting eaten alive. The ladies are gonna go down hard. Yeah, in that case, like, you almost can't run. But the problem is when you have all these other units.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus, this is so bad. Look at this. Look at this mass of units. And this is where you know you've pulled just a little too much. Don't have ballista support and you've pulled just a little too much. We're trying to figure out, like, who got injured, who's getting injured. Thanatos are going down. But the Titans more or less healed up, but not quite there yet. We need more firepower. We're going to bring them down. That area needs to be held. We're going to try to build up some walls. But yeah, this is when it gets like, crap, I did a little too much. Oops, I did it again in the worst way possible. So this is not what you want to see, like, ever. Going down. Yeah, let's go ahead and watch what's going on down here. Because we're probably going to lose a couple units here. Spitters are the worst right now. There's like 4 or 5 spitters I can see in the background just doing stuff. And you move the slowies out while the ladies shoot at stuff. And maybe we'll survive this. God, so many spitters. The Thanatos are pretty durable, honestly. He took like 4 spits to the face and didn't really flinch too much. But that was just, oh. And this is why spitters and harpies are your worst nightmare. Spitters will sit back and just drop pile and pile of power on you. Power, pain on you, sorry, not power. And then harpies will run in and just chew up what's left. Get the Titan back, though. Get the Titan back. Gonna take the power back. Oh, there we go, yeah. Get yourself through. I do for you, can you do 2 tiles? You might be able to do 2 tiles.
The mighty Titan is here.
And we've pulled.
Gently.
Definitely pulled.
Feel the wrath of the Titan.
You can probably handle this pretty easily, single-handedly. Beautiful.
Units under attack.
More spitters incoming. More spitters incoming. That guy's definitely tanking it pretty well, though, I gotta say. That spitter's about to have a bad day. The rocket is currently in flight. I'm gonna watch this and enjoy it, I think.
What?
Boom. Yeah, very good. So Thanatos are pretty tough. They do have a lot of armor, I think. Is it more armor than Titans? I didn't even get to check that, but probably is. It looks like they take pretty... You can take a couple good punches in the face and not really feel it. Now this is when we start trying to understand, we haven't quite gotten the whole things can't shoot over woods thing down quite yet. We're out of power. Need us some mills, bucko. We already burned through the power coming from the power plant. Late game. You know, she's expensive, but what I'm going to do here is what you should be doing whenever you expand into a massive space where you're not building a city and you don't have farmland, aka this giant sand pit. Down here, the answer is always more mills. Always, always, always more mills. So just keep spamming these things. You'll need them. And if you're going wide, and I do call that my preferred strategy, mill, 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 mill. Something you'll be hearing a lot. And you'll be dropping a lot of these sons of bitches. And it's going to look like Holland, but with less tulips, effectively. But yeah, mills all day, every day, son. All day, every day. And when you have this many workers and as many resources, this is how many you need to drop, because you'll chew through this power. Each of these is 30. This is 180 power. You'll chew through that super fast. Like, it's not going to be a thing.
Oh,
gotta wait here until we get a little more ballista money. But yeah, so that was scary. Luckily, we didn't lose as much as I thought I was going to lose. I was pretty certain we were gonna. A lot of our units are gonna bite it. We lost 8 ladies, which, in all honesty, is way less than I thought we would. I mean, it's still a chunk. Out of 25, it's 8. That's a good third of our force, effectively, which is no good. But honestly, we could have possibly gotten wiped if we didn't micro that as well as we did. I mean, not to toot our own horn. It wasn't like the world's greatest micro, but it was okay. That was scary, though, man. It was scary. Titan's working hard, man. He's holding that line. As soon as we get the ballista up, it'll be a little better. These are our workers just filing along, singing that song. I don't really understand why the death march happened, but it did. I think those people just decided to walk themselves out into the wilderness and not put any more burdens on the colony. Perhaps the infirm going, no, you'll have a better chance without me. Just go. They shed one manly tear, even the women, and then left through the walls to face the unknown. Something like that. Maybe that's my headcanon.
Are on their way. They are approaching from
the west. Now, west is a lot of things. West could be here. West could be north. We have a lot of territory. And we thought we'd finish the expansion, but nay, we couldn't, because day 59 we had just finished with a Horde, and it's day 64, and oh look, it's yet another one, and we're probably going to need executor here. We're going to probably drop the free one wherever you see the Horde coming, once we have a good idea of that. probably the units that are going to be best to address this are going to be Titans and Ladies, because they'll be the fastest to quickly head back up wherever north happens to be this day. Because honestly, the Thanatoses and the Snipers ain't going to do it. They're way, way, way too slow. Oh, yeah, as the Thanatos would say. So it's going to be a bit of an issue if we kind of do it that way. We're going to thinking of triple walling up here already, but we don't even know if that's west. Don't even know if that's where the Horde is. But we're going to do this anyway, because reasons, I guess. That's kind of what we're thinking. Alright, we're going to triplex this up, and that's fine. No energy. We'll wait for the mills to come up. They're building. They're almost there. I mean, the mills actually do build pretty quickly compared to everything else. So you don't get stuck on power for too long. Right now we're at 192 workers, 181 food. We're about to be at 181 power. We like that kind of just below 200 number at this moment, apparently. It's kind of the way it goes. So yeah, we're just like, who the hell is going to cover this, and how are we going to do this? But yeah, definitely Titans are going to be necessary, and Ladies to get here quickly. But again, we don't know where West is yet. So we need to definitely be smart about how we're going to align the defenses. And here, it's kind of annoying because we have that iron patch. We can't really wall around. So we're going to have to kind of put a little bit of a indentation there, but that's okay. It is a third set of walls, and that's fine. We'll live with the disappointment. There we go. Very good. So that's good. That's probably not west. But yeah, this is again, most of this is Mama Ursa's paranoia, which I've learned to trust because it's kept us alive on many occasions. So though I would personally not be putting these walls up now at this point until we knew where the Horde was coming from, let me tell you, before we put our heads together, we haven't been winning as many of these either. So you know what? There is something to be said for the paranoia.
You call that?
Get some more stone. That a girl. That's smart.
Excuse me?
You guys gonna move north here? Oh, we're gonna try to move everything north. Okay, gotcha. So we can respond. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're gonna slow units up. That's our strategy then. Rather than, okay, interesting. So we decided to not use the Titans and Ladies alone as a response force. We'll use everything. We'll move the slow units midway up to see where it goes and respond accordingly, having walked most of the way already. So that's the plan. If it hits west there, it's going to get real messy real fast. Go ahead and stack that there. Beautiful. Yep. Okay, so that's easy enough to drop another ballista into since we have power. Those mills haven't come up yet, but again, we've also pushed the game forward like only a couple hours, so 3 hours more or less since the Horde was announced, so obviously they're not going to be up yet. But that'll be the other prong of our defense here. I have a couple more defensive buildings for fun and profit. Okay, remember, we have a free executor that we put up. It'll cost us power, but that's about it. So that's really, really nice. You do want to get that in there. The best was power and workers, effectively, but that's it. Very good. So we have little extra walls everywhere. Feeling pretty good about the West's wall situation, and we'll see what we need to do and put ballistas on, and also the executor. But I really shouldn't put down the executor until we know where the Horde is coming from. I think I was pretty adamant about that, and I'm pretty sure that was the right decision. Not enough for sure, shish. Oh, it's terrible. As you can see now, we're really starting to stack up on wood. We're making 70 a turn, so that. But also, the cottage upgrades are done, so our wood output is a lot less. The only thing we need wood for is mills and farms at this point. And, I mean, and ballistas, but there's not a huge wood outlay. We don't know where the Horde is coming from yet. We'll have time to build ballistas then. The question is, like, how far west are we, and would we build more stuff as defensive perimeters? And I would probably posit, yeah, but I don't know. Tough call. I wouldn't put it down anywhere yet. Don't know until you know where the Horde is. So even if we do this wrong, want to let you know. Oh, Christ, we're going to do it, aren't we? We're actually going to do this. No, okay, good. Even if we do it incorrectly at this point, we're going to put down the... We should be putting down executors last, effectively. Once we know the Horde is coming up. Ballistas, like, there's always good room for more ballistas. No complaints. We'll lose a little bit of food. Totally fine. It's okay. We have abundance of farmland down south. We can do it. Probably could put one there and not get in the way of anything. Probably move some of the gates around, but that's alright. That works. And we're, of course, just stacking it, because we'll eventually be defending these positions anyway. Well, most of them. That one that's egged in is not so perfect. Why couldn't we build... Oh, we want to get out here.
What can I do for
so we can
you,
go ahead and
sir?
grab some stuff. I want some supplies, right? That makes sense. Makes total sense. Yep.
Attention.
gold, wood. You can get iron too if you wanted to, but at this point that would be an excess. And we need to be constantly cranking out Titans. 3 hours. We still don't know where the Horde is going to come from, but preparation. It is the soul of success. I'm going to call that my current word on the matter. We're taking this one very seriously because the last Horde was pretty messy. I remember the day 58-59 Horde was pretty nasty. So we're going to have to just really start thinking about
Jolly good.
how we're going to actually approach defending ourselves against all this insanity pretty soon.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Pretty sure you can handle these on his own. Okay, here we go. So it's there. So they are going to try to push on this position where we have 2 ballista. Could swing there a little bit, but if it is, it's going to be a backup tendril. So I don't particularly see that as a major hurdle. I do see that as a major hurdle. Yertle the turtle. So get something in there. Free executor makes sense. You can put it in front for now. That'll be totally fine. Oh, we're going to put it in there. That is smarter. Again, spitters are a nightmare, and if it shuts down the executor early, we're going to have some problems. That's perfect. Très bien. Très bien. Alright, good. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oh, the Francophone are like, I hate you so much. I'm sorry. It's alright. No. Don't upgrade that one. It's a bad idea. Do that one, though. Do it. Taste my hate. Good. Perfect. More. Wow, we're really going at this one, huh? You're not fucking around on this Horde. But these will probably come up before the Horde becomes a serious problem. So I'm not altogether too worried about this yet.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Hey, for once we need wood. We did throw down like, what, 5 ballistas at the moment? So, yeah. 6. So I can see why we're a little out of wood. That's about 120 right there. And totally worth it. I mean, you do want to live, right? I want to live. Forces are in danger. What the hell? Oh, this guy, yeah, he's fine.
Machine is ready.
He's alright. He took like a scratch off the paint at that point. That's just a minor hesitance. We do need to put a ballista down there too. We will forget that eventually and probably cost us. But hey, for now, we can be gleefully ignorant of the situation. Plug it in, plug it in. I am sated. Continuing onward. Still placing ballistas, and I think we're overdoing it. Just a bit. 1 there is probably enough. Not gonna lie, that's probably enough. But you can leave that alone. And once we figure out where the Horde is coming on. I mean, the good thing is it's not particularly close. Wow, we really want more, huh?
I mean,
Christ, alright. I picked up all the bundles. As you can see, the city bundles are a really good way to jumpstart, you know, last second constructions of this nature. Can't do it there. Can't do it there. Can do it there. Yes, you can. Right, good. So 5 ballista, and that is, like I said, that one's okay to put that many down because that is pretty much the edge of the map. We're not going to build much further out, so having this extra ballista out there is totally fine by me.
Yes.
So she's done her job. We've done most of our job here. Get some more of this wood, I guess. We're a little low on the supply. We can get some stone. That wouldn't be too bad. But as you can see, you chew through stone like crazy. We're at 40 stone, and you know we don't have enough for everything. Put up a bunch of walls, put up some stone houses, and suddenly we're out again. So never neglect getting up decent quarries. You know, rule of thumb: 3 production is fine. 2 is less than fine. But if you're desperate on stone, you know, don't necessarily skimp on it. This is probably the term I was trying to get at there. Push the ballista there. Yeah. Let's see where this Horde's actually going to hit. These guys are still slowly walking.
For a great man.
So they could be hitting down there by the warehouse. They may push in pretty hard on that. And there's no easy way to get there. We have to go all the way down there around the farm. So that could be quite some time before we get around. So I probably disagree with pushing this far north right now. But this is a pretty wide western front. I really don't like our ability to get places in it, so this could be done slightly better. I think we need to extend those fortifications outside the iron so we can actually move inside them a little better.
Cool day to blow up things.
Yeah, moving our Thanatos down. Okay, this I agree with. We're distributing our force effectively. Titans go down south. Is the closest to the... I think closest is it close to our housing? It's close to our command center, I guess. There's no walls between that and there, so yeah, that makes sense. Titans haven't moved yet, but we'll be able to get it. We'll see where this horde is actually going to hit. And if the Thanatos / snipers can get there in time, because they move, like I said, we started moving the minute that the horde's going to hit there. We started moving the minute we saw the horde, and they still haven't gotten where they need to be. Now they're down there. They're not going to get there in time, that's for sure. Get the Titans over there. And that is, of course, the place we built the least amount of ballistas. No. And here, as you can see, bad things are happening.
Let's go.
Titans are not moving where they need to go, and actually moving most of the horde here, so we're actually alright. But apparently that housing is blocking the current gate situations. We have to replace the gates in a different location. But most of the evil is here. Where Thanatos is at. The Executor's obviously in the wrong place, as always.
Nice.
Hell, let you go. Oh, it's right. You can't get through there. Right. So that's why you decided to just go somewhere else. They could be quite effective on this. There's a lot of undead here, and the AoEs would be quite good.
Staring at my muscles.
My
Defenses
muscles.
are being attacked.
Yeah. Those ballistas are almost up, and then with 5 ballista, that'll get handled. And you can see the later game hordes, they get quite large. Quite large.
Attention. Building complete.
And the melee begins.
Attention.
The ballistas might go down here, but with 5 of them, as you can see, 1 layer walls goes down super fast and this many chewers on them. So, yep, 1 infection, 2 infection.
Good morning, sir.
We clearly have an issue here, and they're going to go around. So again, we haven't figured out.
My
We can't get
machine
through
is
there.
ready.
So we're like, all right, I need to break some walls down, or these guys are not going to get where they need to go, and we're going to have a breakthrough. So obviously this is not working. So I said, yeah, we blocked off. We need new sets of walls. No. Just make new gates. That's right. Just put gates down. Get units through, because that's getting a little hairy. Now, we probably got that without backup. 2 sets of walls are a lot to chew through, and we're probably fine. Probably could have just put gates there and done it, but I decided to take the destructive method and do it.
Hello.
Because this part here is fine, but we're actually in a lot of trouble
Indeed.
if we don't move here quickly.
Good morning,
All these guys
sir.
are like, hey, where's the fun at?
My
But yeah,
machine
these
is
ballistas more or
ready.
less have this alone without support. But as you can see, I mean, 4 ballista fronts, they even got through a couple layers of walls, so
much steam.
don't take these
Let me
end
adjust
game
this
hordes
valve.
lightly. They are nasty, especially if you're close to the edge of the map. You have very little time to respond should a breakthrough happen. So get on that train, high on cocaine, and make sure that you are ready for this. And when you know the direction, just go ahead and do it. And here we're like, hey, these tests have been built for a while, eh? Answer, yes. No access to energy in that area. We need another Tezzy. Need that anyway. Go ahead and try to get this ironed out. But this is a huge amount of terrain we're going to be able to get, which is going to be great. There's going to be farmland, there's going to be mill space, and there's going to be, most importantly, a crap ton of iron production, which is something we desperately, oh so desperately need. So this is going to be a huge windfall for us, and very jazzed that we're about to get it. Get a ballista down there, yep, and especially, I mean, this late in the game, just defend your expansions, people. Just put ballistas down. They're not that expensive relative to what your income should be. You should cover, you didn't cover all the wall. That's not very smart. I don't know why I put it that way. It's kind of not very good. But there we go. We've managed to defend, which is fine. They haven't broken through. Some judicious use of wall destruction and rearranging where people can walk through, but hey, sometimes you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet, and sometimes you gotta break some walls to get your units to where they need to go, otherwise everyone's gonna die a horrible death and get chewed on by zombies to the death. So, something for something is the point I'm trying to make here, and we made the right decision in my opinion, because we live to fight another day.
Yes, tell me what to kill.
As you've seen, the peaceful lowlands are pretty much anything but these days. Kind of nasty, but as you can see, second set of walls held pretty well. The 3 in the front got chewed up, but we're all good. The horde is over, as the music has told you. And now we're gonna have some residuals, obviously, from the edge of the map, who were drawn in by the fighting. Zombies are almost like orcs, like Warhammer orcs. You know? Well, there's a war on, so he's coming down to fight and crump some gits. You know, it's kind of what they're going at, basically. There's a horde coming in, which is kind of like a war. Alright, they come in from the edge of the map and just start owning stuff. Zombies are really orky, aren't they? Orkies are really zombie-like, I don't even know.
Taste of my machine.
Far more active than zombies, though. Am I overthinking this? Answer, probably. But yeah, I could totally see orcs and zombies. See, there you go. There's the confirmation that indeed there is indeed a city of doom on the west, which is what we expected when we saw that massive amount of crap coming at us. But again, at this point, we're not looking at it going, oh my god, another city. We're going, ooh, another city. Resources. So,
Yes,
honestly, it's not too bad. And we are assuming we drained a lot of this. Primarily because so much came with the walls. And again, that does indeed seem to be the case. Titans with the power they can possess. I mean, there's still going to be some stuff in here, but there's going to be very little comparatively. Again, the ladies are shepherding along the expansion construction as we continue to expand, doing all these things at once. If we can. Now, I forgot to actually close off the wall down there, which is a little scary. So we need another Tezzy actually here, because we haven't locked this down at all. It's hilarious. Yeah, so we can totally build... Those trees are very, very deceptive. We need another Tezzy down there to actually lock this area down. Yep. So we need another Tezzy. Need to lock that down. I think we'll catch that before too long. Put 2 Tezzys in. Be alright.
Are there other units to bother?
We're testing right now to see if we can get through. And I would assume the answer is fucking absolutely, because we can see that.
What?
Let's go right
Great.
there. She can. Yep, indeed.
Yeah.
That's a gap. So, as you can see, need another Tezzy. That's a little bit of misjudgment on our part, but we want to make sure we lock his holds down. You don't want the zombies to finally find that little hole and filter the way through and destroy everything you worked for. But now, once we lock this area down, this is a huge place to expand. We're going to go ham on eco, ham on iron, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So, until next time, I've been Urs from Mama Urs and I. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Till then.